Hey everybody, Superfluous Jay here, playing more Dyson Sphere program, and you see these little things coming down the line here? These are ray receivers, which I thought I was already making, but I didn't have any reason to make them because I haven't needed to receive any rays yet. These are a fairly low-tech item compared to what we're going to be talking about in a minute, but they have 5 inputs and 1 output. I've set them up here, mostly pulling out of places that have already had things coming, but also I set up this new thing to grab just more steel that we haven't had before, quantum chips, and these photon combiners. In addition to that, I set up 2 of these, whatever they're called, vertical launching silos, I believe. Yeah, and they also require a couple things that the ray receivers require. They also require titanium alloy, which I'm surprisingly low in, because I kind of upped my production of it on the other world. But anyway, I've got 13 of these, and I think I'm going to just grab them, put them in my pocket. And I've got these. I'm 48 of these. I'm going to grab these, put them in my pocket. And if you look here, I've got... oh, wait, anyway, actually, that's on Component World. Never mind. That's about all I've done around here. I think I did this last time. Put these things, and I also... Oh, the other thing I've done is no longer making warpers here. There's a much better warper recipe that uses green science. So I came over to where we're making green science on the other pole here, and I'm making warpers here. I've got a bunch of machines. This is probably, what is this, 8 machines, 7 machines? This is probably 6 more machines than we need. But every green cube can make 8 warpers, and so I now have a full thing of warpers. Anytime somebody needs a warper, they get it from here. And then it instantly refreshes. There's a splitter here that will send to science preferentially, but anytime we're not running science, we're making warpers. So we should never have to worry about that again. Really quickly, I'm going to take you to the foundry just to show it to you. Get a little bit away from the gas giant here, and let the autopilot take us to the foundry. It is only 0.7 AU away, so it would be kind of dumb to warp there. Like, it takes longer to speed up and slow down and warp than it does to do anything else. I love watching all the ships just flying around. It is so satisfying. But anyway, the foundry has been really upped. The game has been upped here. If you look around, I'm tapping all the silicon. I am tapping. I'm tapping most everything that's not stone, to be honest, on this planet. And I have these massive smelting facilities. This is, what is this? Iron plates, and they're being used. We're getting ore, and we're sending out plates in all 3 of these guys. We've also is this the? No, that's this is glass. Sorry about that. My Amazon device thought I asked her what glass was. So here's the titanium, though, and I see the problem. We are not making titanium alloy because we don't have titanium ore. So, geez, I guess I need more titanium ore and more sulfuric acid. I'm gonna up the sulfuric acid. Sorry about that. Yet another stealth edit. But anyway, we got sulfuric acid coming. We are out of titanium ore. I'm not sure where all the titanium ore comes from, to be honest. Let's check our production stats here. Let's look at just titanium ore. There was no titanium on this planet. That's one of the problems. In the Horse's Naval system, there are 76 production. It looks like we really want to produce maybe twice as much as we use. I assume this is all coming from Component World. No, it is not. It's actually coming from home. Where's home? There it is. No, none's coming from home, so I don't know where it's coming from. There's only 3 planets on in the system. I guess maybe if you do, like, Horse's Naval System, 76.5 production of titanium ore. Home has none. So, Power World. I'm sorry, not the Compass System. Jeez. Component World. Hell, it has 76. So all of it's coming from Component World. So we need to find a system out there that has titanium in it because we're totally getting all of it that we can, and it's not enough. So we'll have to deal with that. We're also not getting enough sulfuric acid. I'm just going to crank this all the way up. Steel is fine, and we don't have any titanium alloy because we're not getting enough titanium at all. So yeah, we need more titanium ore. So put that on the checklist, I guess. But anyway, that's all I wanted to show you here. And then the last place I want to go is the component world, which is always a pain to get to because I can't click on it easily. And this one we will spend a warper to go to. Yeah, this no longer sits with your guy. It goes with you now for some reason. Component World is this might be the last time you come here because I don't have as bad of frame rates playing the game, and I can function playing the game, but recording it looks terrible when I'm watching it. So sorry about that, but there's not much I can do about it. But anyway, I've basically upped production of everything. You saw this last episode, all the plane filters and all that stuff. Here's a whole bunch more graphene that I've done, and then here's my other stuff. Here's the solar sails. Here's the Dyson sphere components. And then over here is the rockets. And basically, I don't think very much of this is running. We need Deuteron fuel rods, and we're having none delivered, which is kind of annoying. Kind of really annoying. I need to look at that. These guys need frame material, which I probably need to up production of. And these guys are fine. These guys have everything we could possibly want. So I need to figure out frame material, probably quadruple its production, and figure this out. I'm going to do that off camera because that's just infrastructure adding things. I'm going to come back when I'm ready to go to the next world and start setting up our Dyson sphere. Alrighty, after a fairly long tour of of the system, and where I set up more titanium, more sulfuric acid, more kimberlite, I think it is, spiniform stalagmite, the one from the ocean world. I set up more mining of that stuff, and then I got here and I checked this tower, and I have 10,000 of these things. So I think I might know where some of my resources have gone. Those rockets are very expensive. So anyway, we need to set up vertical launching silos. These things are a pain to set up, frankly. I'm going to do them on the dark side, and I'm going to set them up in a certain way. If you look here, they have 3 entrances, if you want to call it that, and you can place one, and then I'll just show you here. Powering them is kind of a pain. I could power it right here, and I could also power it right here. I think I'm going to power it here. And then if you look here, they have little entrances, and you can't belt into them. It has to be done with sorters. Sorry, and you take. Do I not have? I do have sorters. Jeez. But you can take a sorter, and then obviously it needs a valid connection, and you can put these things next to each other like this. And I don't know if you can go sorter to sorter, or machine to machine, I should say, with sorters. Let's find out together. You can. So I could do that, and then if he has a rocket in him, he'll pass it to him, and vice versa. And sadly, they each need their own. They each need their own thing, and then we could copy this guy to here and put a sorter from him to him, and then we're ready to go. Yeah, sadly, this is where the things go. So I think I put this backwards from the way I want it. Yeah, let's delete these guys and start over. Because I need to be able to put them in the first one, which means, yeah, see the entrance is over there. So let's set this up right like this, so it's perfectly centered in this thing. Then rotate it twice. Bring it here. Rotate it twice. And put it here. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do inserter, wherever it is, from him to him, and from him to him. Then I'm going to set up a power pole. That answers where I want the power poles to be. Although maybe I want them on... Can we put a power pole in here? We can. Interesting. So if I put a pole here... Collide with other object. Yeah, I think I have to do something like that. Where I have a pole above and below... excuse me, the inserters on each one. Now I can go to my blueprint thing. I think this will work. F1. I want to copy the guys and then also this pole. And then I'm going to go right click. Oh wait, then I want to delete this guy. Then I'm going to hit B, paste, and let's see if it pastes the inserter. It won't. Because I need another one over here. So yeah, I need several. Yeah, here, let's gonna need this guy here. And this guy here. I need enough on the outside to then we're gonna have an inserter going into this guy. So I'm gonna take that inserter away before we're done, but I just need it for the blueprint. So now I have inserters going between these guys. So now if I blueprint this thing, F1, blueprint just these two guys and this power. Then I can delete these two. And now when I paste the blueprint down, it'll have the inserter. And then I can just go around and paste all these blueprints. Alright, yet another stealth edit. However, it does work. So, I'm going to lay some foundation here. I probably should have brought more than I have. Because I am very likely this might end up being the first world that I... Maybe not the full world, now that I'm thinking about it. Maybe only the sunlit hemisphere will get fully plastered with the foundation. But, okay, let's go ahead and continue this. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it... Oh, no, never mind. Never mind. Ignore what I was thinking about. I have, what is it, 66 of these in toto. So I can very easily go all the way around. Although, do I want to? Yes, I do. Oh, need foundation support. I don't even know where I would need foundation support. One place I'm going to need foundation support is in my body. So let's go ahead and just remote demand that. Let's just get it going here. 5,000, that should be fine. Okay. It's basically right here, I'm pretty sure, that we need it. Yep. Oh. But anyway, yeah, so if you haven't seen these yet, or if you don't play the game and yet you're watching me for some reason, thank you for watching me. But also these guns here, they're not even guns, they're vertical launching silos. The other things are the guns, the ones that launch the solar sails. These launch the rockets that we have tens of thousands of, or 10,000 of, and I brought some with me. And those rockets go up, and what they do is they build the Dyson sphere that I designed last episode, and just fill this all in, and I still have 1,000 soil pile. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's how many soil pile I have. I have 82 foundations, so I'm done after this. Let's go ahead and blueprint again. Yeah, they fill in the that Dyson sphere shell that I built last episode, that I designed, I should say, and then I can launch solar sails. And well, the way solar sails work is I didn't use them because they expire if they're sitting out there by themselves. But if there's a Dyson sphere frame out there that will take solar sails, instead of expiring, they will go into that Dyson sphere and make themselves useful. Okay, this should work, and then I want to delete. Actually, I think I can delete this and this because I don't want the these things looping forever back. So what I'm going to do here is I've just built this one ring of these things. I don't know how many I'm going to do, to be honest, but I think this is a good start. And then that there, and then I want this to be rockets. Now, as soon as I put the rockets in here, I should mention that as soon as I put the rockets in here, they're going to start launching at my rings. So be ready for this. Did it work? No. There we go. So now he's going to. Oh, they don't have enough power, which is amusing that they don't have enough power, because I don't have any way to give him power. Oh wait, he is launching. He's getting ready to launch. I must have brought enough solar panels just to kind of get this thing going. As soon as he launches, though, actually, let's follow him. As soon as he does launch, see, and they're all getting ready to launch a ship. It looks really cool. Yeah, we have just enough power to get these things going. So he just launched a ship into the air, and these ships are cruising along, and I can actually catch up with them. But they're heading out towards the star, and boom! They just see what they're doing. They're stopping here. And it's kind of hard to stay with them as they go here. But they have formed 2 dots on the sphere. And there's Power World 2. Yeah, there's our dots. I have to kind of fly around the orbit that they're on, which is annoying. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, even at, oh, there it is. Whoa. That's pretty funny. Oh, there. So you can see the thing that they created is this piece of structural components here, and it always points at the star. And more rockets are going to come here, and they're going to let's see. Let's slow down just enough to. More things are going to come here, and they're going to go into here, and it's going to fill this thing out. This thing's going to get bigger and bigger. I think it takes 20 rockets to make one complete. And let's slow down just a little bit. My Kerbal Space Program training is coming in handy right now. Because I understand the concept of relative velocity. See, and then this rocket, it goes into here, and then it's gonna basically fill this thing out. So you got a little bit bigger, and then when it gets big enough, it's going to another one's going to get created, and that other one is going to they're going to connect because I told them to in my plan, which is really cool. And there's the that's the thing, and we're already. We are already, let's go in Star List. Let's go into Power World. And speed up to 2 grand. We are already able to pull power out of the frame structure. The frame structure is actually a really good source of power. So what I'm going to do is that's why I brought these things, these array receivers. Now that there are structural pieces of the sphere, the ring really that I've made in place, I'm going to be able to see it's launching them. I'm going to be able to put these ray receivers down, and the ray receivers are going to collect the power that they are making. Here's our solar panels. So far, the only thing that's actually generating any power at all on this planet. And I just want to look at this. These solar panels, they're giving 21% of the power we need right now to run our thing. I'm going to put a ray receiver down. And actually, just so you see here, they're creating 11 megawatts. So I'm going to delete enough of these to put a ray receiver down right here on the equator. It's going to collide with this, which is annoying, but I'm going to do it anyway. And then we'll put this back. Now this ray receiver is generating 1 megawatt. But its max output is 5 megawatts. It's generating 1.18 megawatts. Remember, we had 11 megawatts total. So we have 7.88 now. I took away some solar panels though. And let's go ahead and plop down a few more ray receivers. Now we're generating 6.21 megawatts. But if you notice, this guy's at 3% efficiency. He'll eventually get up to 100%. And then this 4.07 kilowatts that he's making will go up to 5.26 megawatts. So 2 of these guys will make about what the solar panels here made. And we're going to not use 2 of them. We're going to use a lot of them. Let's go ahead and get rid of these, and let's start blanketing the entire sunlit side of this place with these guys. And I'm just going to spread them out like that. And then we're going to need some foundation. And I don't actually have 100 foundation. So let's go up here and get some foundation. And we can just plaster this whole thing. Yep. Couldn't close that too. We're just going to lay these down 5 at a time. Stupid rocks. Until we reach the twilight zone, I guess, where they won't get any power ever from the Dyson sphere, the Dyson ring that I'm making here. Okay, we can't actually put 5, so let's do that. And if we look now, our total, his max output is 5 megawatts because he's not as far forward. And remember, these guys aren't getting sunlight. These guys are getting Dyson sphere light. It's important to note. Please make a note of it. I could have just dropped a thing off here, but notice we're now making. we're actually not doing power at all now because these guys aren't generating enough. But he is still going up. So eventually we will have power. I probably should have left the solar panels out. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll put them back. Doesn't hurt to have them. Come on. Stop auto-saving. There we go. Okay, that way we actually have power for the rest of the thing. No sense holding onto the solar panels when we can use them. I'm just gonna walk through here. No sense pretending like I care whether or not this planet has foundation all over it. I can also hover this entire time. I definitely have the power. I can do that. But as we get more power, oh, that's funny, to do the alt thing, it lands me. In order to, or as we get more power, we're going to be able to launch more rockets. And as we launch more rockets, we're going to be able to, whoa. Let's see what our power's like now. See, we're at 26% now, so we're getting better. we're generating 12.3 megawatts, and we're consuming 46 megawatts. I'm a little surprised that these guys. They have 20 rockets in them each. They can launch 5 per minute, except for they're running at such a low amount. And notice here that there are 8,000 nodes, structure points in the sphere. And once those 8,000 get filled, each one takes, I believe, 20 rockets. That's when we won't launch anymore. They'll actually stop launching when we get to that point. Let's see how this guy's doing. He is at 5% continuous receiving, and notice he's now doing 38 kilowatts of the 5 megawatts that he was able to do before. So let's just keep this up here. I'm going to run this line all the way to the first fault line. Which is probably here. Yeah, I don't think this would count because it's on the other one. And then I'm going to make sure that this will work on the equator, like the ones that are perfect with the equator will go down to that fault line as well without conflicting with the ones that are next to them. And they will not. So we can only go to this far with these ones, which isn't a big deal. But I must make a note of it, and I must also foundation all the things. I'm not gonna be shy about it anymore. So this here represents the best we can do near the equator. He needs foundation. So I'm gonna do that. I'm basically going to blanket the entire equator here with these. And then we'll come back when it's done and we'll see how our power's doing. One of my inserters was wrong, and I don't know exactly why it was wrong, but the act of it once I fixed it and we started transferring ships around, it screwed up my power and caused my power to go out. So we're at less than 10% power now and are sad because we don't have any power. So we're trapped a little bit. I'm not 100% sure what to do with it, but one of the things I could do is go get more solar panels. Or more accurately, request more solar panels. I think I'm going to do that. Let's go ahead and request solar panels here. They're a building. Let's go ahead and request 500 of them. Let's go for 600. Remote demand. Oh, we're getting 1,000. I put all that at work into making an exact number, and we're getting 1,000. But if you look here, actually, let's go into production. Power here, yeah, the demand is crazy, and it went up as we had more things. I guess it doesn't say what the ray receivers are receiving, which is a little annoying. Because it says our generation capacity is 0, which is just basically false. These things were pulling down power. They are pulling down power. Just not enough power. You see there, he's still less than 10%. He's at 6.12%, and his max output is still 5.45, but he's still only making 20 kilowatts. So he's making a lot less than this. Yeah, our satisfaction is less than 10%, but it's not that much less than 10%. The problem is when we get another bit of power, these things, whichever one of these has, you see these guys all have rockets in them now. I have to find the one that doesn't have a rocket in it and then delete it, basically. Okay, he has no rockets in him. He has no rockets in him. He has no rockets in him. This guy has 2, so this guy never got a rocket, so I'm going to delete him. And then I'm not going to add any more until these guys start going again. Because also this tower here, I could lower its consumption demand down to the minimum. Yeah, I wish I could tell how close to 10% we were. Well, actually, what am I thinking? Yeah, we need to be making 16.7 megawatts in order to get over 10%. And we will. It's just going to take a while. I'm going to turn off the demand for landfill now. Yeah, we're at 15.9. And slowly rising as those guys' idle consumption goes down. While I'm waiting, I'm curious here if we head out here. Let's see if we can see. Yeah, we can't really see the Dyson sphere structure very well, so let's go ahead and head back. But if we hit Y. Yeah, you can't really see what's been built. You can kind of. These 3 are being built, I guess, right now. These ones are still plans. So we basically have 3 of these, and you can't really tell where my it's Y. You can't really tell where my planet is in relation to that. I wish you could, but there is no way to do that. Okay, well, this was a little bit of a bust of an episode. I'm not guaranteeing I'm going to end it here. You know better than I do, actually, by looking at the thing. We're at 6.37. Yeah, we're slowly going up on our receiving. It's just going up a lot slower than I thought. It goes up at a percentage based on, I think, how much power it's pulling down. And right now we're not pulling down very much, and these towers are killing us. I think I'm going to make an executive decision here, and I hate to do it because these guys are wasting a lot of power, and they're not doing anything. And there we go. So now we should have less power demand. Very little less. But especially when we get these solar panels that we have now. Okay. Let's go ahead and change this to a remote storage. And I'm gonna... That's not solar panels. Let's change this to remote storage. Take 500 of these, and let's get some supplemental power here. Really, right now the ray receivers are the supplemental power. Let's get some actual power from these solar panels. Yeah, I think I'm going to lay down a lot of these. Let's go ahead and place this guy. Let's go in here. F1. Copy these. Let's do some pasting. Yeah, I was thinking about doing this anyway, but then I decided to suck it up and just make the entire ray receiver thing. And obviously I was a little early on that. You need power to make power, right? is the answer here. Let's see what our power looks like now. 45%. There we go. So let's go ahead and foundation all this. Wow, out of foundation already. But we can at least lay all these. Except for that one, which is annoying. I'll just leave a space for the thing so I can get these laid down. Okay. That's a pretty good start. I should probably wait around here until they finish. Sorry about the glare there, hovering over the solar panels. Now let's see how our power is. 82%, and we should be now launching rockets a little bit faster than we were, which was, I mean, we were launching them at none speed. There we go. That looks really cool. But now that I have these, I should be able to copy these two. Oops, F1. I should be able to copy these two guys and their. Let's make this a little bit smaller. Copy him and the power pole between them, and then the power pole over here. Didn't want to copy him. I guess we'll copy him in the power pole here. And wait for autosave to run forever. There we go. And yeah, I can't just get the power pole. Okay, I'm gonna start a new one here. Let's do this. Yeah, see, it doesn't work because yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to go and put those power poles in. So let's see. We're starting with one with its back to the thing here. So let's make a big start from here. This, oh, it did have the it does have the grabber and it has the power pole. So actually that is good enough. Let's go ahead and place these and make sure we can power it. Also make sure he's getting yeah, see, someone's not getting, so maybe it didn't work. I bet you anything there's a, yeah, see, there's a he's got 20 and he has 0. There's this thing right here. Oh, F1. Delete that, and then put a new one in instead. Now we need to check our power. Yeah, 50% is what we're at right now. But look at, they're all going. Zoom, 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 zoom. That is really awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and Lay another row of these guys. Collide with other object. That's weird. It didn't collide with it last time. Collide with other object. Okay, it works here. Oh, and I guess that's where it is. Okay. We can't go here. We can't go here. We can go here. Oh, and he is passing. So he's got one. Yeah, they're being passed around. So now let's check our power. See, we're below 50%. I think now that we're below 50%, I'm actually going to leave it like this. I'm not going to place anymore until these guys aren't flashing. Is my goal here. 36.3%. But we're generating 164, so we're actually generating like 5 more megawatts than we were before. That's the power of these things. Yeah, the massive power that I'm not really showing off very well. Yeah, I actually thought that this percentage went up at a basic rate, and it doesn't. It goes up based apparently on how quickly it's receiving power, as well as it goes down when it doesn't receive any power. So, but we're already at over 100 kilowatts on this guy, and you look at like the ones I just placed, like the ones way down here that I placed more recently. Like these are the last ones I placed. These guys are at 2.05%, and actually he's generating 104 kilowatts as well, 105. So I guess that percentage isn't as important as I thought it was. As well as not doing that, 107. Yeah, so it's basically the same amount. I thought he was at like 7. Oh, here we go. 5. Yeah, 8. Okay, this was the very first one I ever placed down, the one next to the power pole. So yeah, he's at 128, and then one that was put down less long ago was 120. So it's not that big of a deal. But the important thing is that it is going up. Now it's at 172. We gained 5 megawatts already, and why that has happened is because all these ships. See, our planet's over here. All these ships are coming out, and they're making more nodes, and they're going into those nodes. And they're building the structure as they go. Speaking of building the structure, let's go ahead and edit this layer somehow. Edit this layer. There we go. And before we could only do this, but I've done a couple researches and we can go higher now. And I have a very specific thing I want to do. And so I'm going to do that now, and I'll keep you here for a second here as I show you. I'm going to do this slowly because I want to get, actually, you know what, I'm not going to do it at all now that I think about it, because I want to get this entire ring built before I start building any more. So let's go ahead and hit Y again. So let's go back up to these guys and see how many nodes we've done. Yeah, we've done 275 out of the 7920. So actually, now that I think about it, this might actually be rockets. Although we've launched a lot of rockets. I can't imagine we've only launched 279 rockets. Let's see what we got in the tower here. Yeah, sadly, the tower is actually full of rockets because we've been getting deliveries. So that doesn't make a difference. We're at 40% life though, so we're doing a lot better there. But anyway, yeah, I definitely think that this is enough of a sad tale of somewhat awesomeness, slightly tempered by the fact that it didn't go quite as well as I thought it would. But I hope you enjoyed watching this. I definitely enjoyed playing it. As time goes on, though, this will get stronger and stronger, and it will dwarf Power World. I'm glad I didn't strip Power World because this is taking longer than I thought. I thought we were going to end this episode delivering power from here and going to delete Power World 1 off the face of the earth, but not quite yet. But anyway, if you enjoyed watching this, please leave a like. If you want to see more, please subscribe. I am Superfluous J, and I will, as always, watch my rockets take off and talk at you later.